Are you going to do another one?
I imagine so. I have no idea. Look at
We're keeping it all reasonable. Oh. Alright. Yeah.
I am. Yeah, they had some asking someplace out there.
Hold on. Usually they come in Target. Yeah. So.
It's I don't know. I'm probably yet.
So what kind of do you take a picture of it after you?
Yeah. So I assembled it in our living room. I photographed it, and then I turned it into a black and white image in Photoshop. And I have a small projector that I hooked up to my computer, and I put the board up in the living room, and I projected the image onto it, and then drew the outlines of everything. So I hand drew it from the projection, and then from that drawing, I was able to use that to carve it out by hand. So
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, sure.
I have like a U gouge and a V gouge, and then this is a smaller little U gouge that I use to get finer details.
I do wood carving, so that's why I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was just looking at this and I was thinking, oh, that's going to be some kind of a gouge.
Yeah. So this is a big U gouge. I actually did the background with this electric powered wood carver right there. That's the tool I used.
Oh, that.
Have you seen one of those?
Time saver.
Where'd you get the ink?
The ink was donated to us from the University of Oregon's bookstore. Yeah, we asked for their sponsorship, and they provided us with all the ink for the printing and the ink for the T-shirt printing too. So yeah, it really helped make this happen. It's like $300 worth of ink. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Because most places don't even have ink anymore.
Right.
I know. I was going to look at.
That's why I was going. Where should
Yeah, well, we're cruising through it. We've used a lot. So
I can imagine. I can imagine how much you went through it.
Yeah. Well, I wonder which ones we should print next. I feel like time is of the essence here.
All right, you.
Hi!
It's like
I'm so inky.
Yes, I won't hug you. But
it's so nice to see you.
It is so nice.
I'm going to France.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to hug you, but I am going to. Yes.
I'm going to France in like 2 weeks.
Go to
the church in the middle of it that I'm hoping to maybe do prints or rubbings or something. And anyway, so we're going to be there for another month and a half after that to be there for the harvest and the crush and just learn all about winemaking. I've already told her that I'm an artist, so she's been warned. And I plan on making quite a bit of work all over it.
here's the steamer that's printing.
It's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
I wanted to.
They carve MDF.
Oh, the interesting one.
Spin you around, make you laugh, make you It's a highway to go. 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 It's a highway to go.
Almost all the way up to all the way.
Good job, Lovey. Was that fun? Come on, let's go sit with Dan.
That one looks cool.
Well, it's a different kind of fabric.
And gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. David, you're in charge of quieting him down over there. The microphone is broken. The microphone is broken. Does anyone have a 9-volt battery in their pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? Never to speak with our friend Ann Teigen. I've known Ann for many, many years. I used to show her at my old gallery years ago. She's an extraordinary artist. She paints in oils. She paints off the top of her head, as I like to say, and the results are phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Teigen. And please be quiet because she has no mic.
Were you going to interview me, or?
I'm just going to introduce you and let you talk about your work. No, I'm teasing. When did you start painting?
Oh, I don't even remember ever starting. I think I've always
You've always been painting?
I've always been doing something, you know, drawing or
Jewelry?
etching or making jewelry or teaching art or you can't hear me? Oh.
You can talk to us.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to them.
Oh my, I don't know if I know how to do that. I'll practice. Okay. So, would you like to ask some questions about this series or anything like that?
Yes. Well, now she can interview me.
I'm interviewing you.
Now, where did the idea of the dancing come from?
Well, the idea of the dancing probably has been in my head for 10 years or more. It's been something, I usually work on a series, and I work for about a year and a half on each series. And this series is 19 paintings. So a series is between 15 and 19 or 20 paintings. And so for a year and a half, I stick with that series. I do sketches for the series, and I just keep developing that theme. It's easier for me to just keep painting. I paint every day, so it would be hard to every day invent the wheel, you know, come into the studio and say, oh, I think I'll paint a landscape, oh, I think I'll paint. So rather than do that, I just stay with a series and develop all of my ideas and work with color and work with compositions and work within that series. So dancing has been something that's always been a part of my life and something I've always loved, and many kinds of dancing, all kinds. I love all kinds of music and I love all kinds of dancing. But so many things have been painted and drawn about dancing, things, and I dislike most of the things I see on that series and that subject. So rather than add to that big conglomeration of bad paintings, I thought, I don't think I'll ever paint dancing, but it's a challenge, and I like a challenge. And so for 10 years I've been working with that challenge, and I finally thought, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do it. And so this is the result. And I want these paintings to be strong paintings. I want them to have line and color and balance and strong composition. I want them to be all of those things, and the subject matter just happens to be dance. And so that's how I hope you look at them. And
Well, because of our sound quality, I would ask everyone who wants to talk to Anne and ask her questions to come closer so that she doesn't have to scream. I know that you have a lot of questions about her work. I can see I see what you're talking about with the line quality, where the interest in the design really is about itself and the dancing is almost secondary.
correct, yeah.
That's very interesting.
So that's what I want it to be. I don't want it to be, this must be Swan Lake. You know, I don't care what you think it is, but I want it to sort of look like it could be ballet. And I got a little silly with some of the ballet paintings, but
I like how some of them turned out a little dark.
yeah. So they're not maybe what you, I hope they're not what you expect. You know, I hope they're paintings, number one. And maybe you, even if you, I would like you to like them if they were turned upside down and you couldn't even see what they were. I would hope that they'd work that way. So in my head, they're all very abstract. In your head, they might be recognizable, but they go all over the place, like the break dancing over here. I just love break dancing and the strong lines of break dancing, and then the choreographers here. This one is not anybody particular, but all the time I was painting it, I was thinking of Twyla Tharp, because I just think she's such a great choreographer, and I just love anything she does. And it doesn't look like her, but in my head I'm thinking about her. So if that's a clue.
All right, questions, please come closer. Answers, please come closer.
You said you work on these series for like a year and a half. This series is 19 paintings. Did you have to do a lot of editing to get that down to like 19 that you wanted to show together? I edit on the painting. Like
some paintings take a long time and they evolve. Some of them you can see where they're scraped down. Some of them I just wipe them away and come back to them later. So a painting might take a month.
So you didn't throw out a lot of paintings?
I didn't throw out any. Sometimes I rip the canvas off and recanvas them. That's the closest to throwing them out. But no, I just, that's another challenge. I don't want to be defeated. So when they start looking awful, I think, why do they look awful? And I'm not afraid to take any of it away. In fact, I had a teacher a long time ago said, if you do a painting and there's a beautiful area in it, something you're just falling in love with, destroy it. Because what happens is you keep painting to that beautiful little green area or that lovely little something or other, and you're not painting the whole painting. So, I've destroyed nice things. I do a lot of destroying.
Anybody else? Nothing? Take your time, and Anne is going to be walking around and answering your questions about the paintings. So please feel free to ask her. And I apologize for the inadequacy of the mic. It's very frustrating. Put your arm on my back and project. Thank you very much. And at 7 o'clock? Jessica, when's the next? 7 o'clock at Mecca. Mecca's over by the railroad station. So we'll meet you there.
I just wanted
To the last showcase for the 2010-2011 season. We hope you'll be back with us next year, starting on October 6th, and our schedule will be announced at a later time. That's still being arranged. Just a quick word about the ground rules. I'm sure you all know them. If you have children with you, make sure they are with you at all times, or you are with them, as the case may be. And if you've brought food, we ask that you make sure your place is left as clean as it was when you came. These showcases this year have been sponsored, as always, by the volunteer organization called SHOW, which means Support HALT Operations. And we are always happy to welcome new members. If you have any interest in any of our activities, just step over to the desk at the end of the showcase and let us know. We usher assist, we run an information desk at evening concerts. We have tour guides and we help with concessions. There will be a tour today following the showcase, and the tour guide will meet people who want to take that tour over at the desk. The project that we're the most proud of is our Performing Arts Student of the Month program, and we are delighted to have the students who have received that award this year here today to perform for you in just a few minutes. Just a word first about some upcoming events. In our program, it gives me pleasure to introduce to you Georgie Hofma, who is the sponsor of today's concert.
Everyone, welcome to this wonderful annual event. Parents, I congratulate you for encouraging your students to enjoy their talents. Students, we are your friends and relatives, and we honor you for your dedication and discipline to excel in your chosen endeavors. You knew that in time, these things toward which you work would happen. Your instructors told you so. You did it now. Today will be yesterday, tomorrow. Think about that. To our honored students today, this quotation: happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. Best wishes for your continued success. Everyone enjoy the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgie. We appreciate your sponsorship of this program. And now, let's begin the show. Our first performer today was our Performing Arts Student of the Month in the month of October. April Dimmick from the Oregon Connections Academy will be singing for us. April, let me know if I mispronounce this piece. She's singing Che Fiero Costume, is that correct? Che Fiero Costume. My Italian leaves a little to be desired, and the composer is Giovanni Lagrenzi. All right, here's April. Give her a big hand.
Che
be able to sing like that at such a young age. Our next performer is Taylor Boxberger from Cottage Grove High School. And Taylor will be singing for us Temporary Home by Carrie Underwood.
Little boy, 6 years old, little too used to being alone. Another new mom and dad, another school, another house that'll never be home. When people ask him how he likes this place, looks up and says, the smile upon his face. This is my temporary home, it's not where I belong. These windows and rooms that I'm passing through, this is just a stop on the way to where I'm going. I'm not afraid because I know this is my temporary home. Young mom on her own, she needs a little help, got nowhere to go. Looking for a job, looking for a way out, 'cause a halfway house will never be home. At night she whispers to her baby girl, someday we'll find a place here in this world. This is our temporary home, it's not where we belong. These windows and rooms that we're passing through, this is just a stop on the way to where we're going. I'm not afraid because I know that this is our temporary Old man, hospital bed, the room is filled with people he loves. He whispers, don't cry for me, I'll see you all someday. He looks up and says, I can see God's face. This is my temporary home, it's not where I belong. These windows and rooms that I'm passing through, this is just a stop on the way to where I'm going. I'm not afraid because I know this is my temporary home. This is our temporary home.
So basically it's ink and water, and it's a little bit, it's mostly about the strokes and how you control the water. So now it looks like everything goes together, but when it dries, it shows off differently.
Dan, do you have an end image in your head right now?
Somewhat. Yeah, in the Chinese, in art, they have a saying, before you do your painting, you have the whole composition, everything is already within your mind, and you try to execute it. Sometimes you might have to change a little bit, but that's how you're supposed to start. So I'm still choosing a really traditional subject matter, which is lotus. So, you know, it's pretty common themes because we see that every day, because when I'm doing this I can still smell it because, you know, it's such a, yeah, so kind of bring me back, you know, my younger days, I guess. We used to go and do drawings and over in the field.
What is your paper, Dad?
It's a shrink paper. It's made out of, it's not bamboo, but it's a particular kind of grass in certain areas in China. And they have either a double shrinks or single shrinks. It depends on what you use it for. Yeah, they start introducing some of those from the garden areas. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it in Jerry's and stuff. And I have my koi pond, but I think last year I had one, but it the cold weather did not permit it to grow too well. Chinese brush painting, sometimes it looks really easy, really fast, but it takes a long time to learn how to control. I remember when we start doing that, we have to learn what they call the four gentlemen, is bamboo, orchids, and plum blossom. And what else? Anybody? Chrysanthemums.
Yeah.
It's a test, guys. So yeah, so because those are basically, I can kind of show you, after this I can kind of show you what it does make the difference. So I'm going to wait for it to dry out, and then I'll probably add the little dragonfly or whatnot. So that's kind of what it is, but if you want to see how it will be when it's done, so you can kind of see the gradations and the different facets of the leaves and all that stuff. So those are only going to show up when it's dry. So, but because if put any water on it, it's going to be dark gray anyway. So, yeah. I can reuse that. So I can do a really quick four gentlemen, so I can kind of show you what the difference is in different strokes. It's a shrimp paper. We can order that.
Shrimp, S-H-R-A-M-P.
S-H-E-N, I think.
Jen.
Yeah. See how my hands move around?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my movements and my actions into the piece. And when you do China brush painting, you don't sit down and rest it on. So you have to do everything with your arms and your body. Most of the time you do it from top down. And most of the time, unless if it's a fine brush painting on silk and all that, you do everything in one setting. The reason is you don't want the color to dry out and then you lay something on top of it. So you always let them blend together.
Last Friday. It was on Tuesday. I tried to call God and say, listen, it's kind of convenient, but
So Dana, we're going to let you continue with your demo, and folks, you're welcome to stay here. We're going to move on to the draft statement.